And here is a quick overview how Carpater controllers work with the MyRoute app. This is the main map screen that opens when you open the app. That's probably not the most important one, although the controllers generally work here as well for the case you want to just look around. But the real usable function, oops, sorry, I don't have any routes, comes when you start actually routing. But this is something I wanted to show you first. Before you start using our controller with MyRoute app, obviously you need to first install the controller app, but that's self-understood. However, MyRoute app is one of the few apps that actually requires you to switch into the Carpater mode. So you go to your account. I will show you again. Let's go to the menu, click on the account icon and scroll to the input settings and select Carpater. Otherwise the functionality will not be as it should be. And now we can just, let's make a quick round trip. Yeah, maybe this one. And once we start the navigation, this is the first time I'm using the device. I'm using the app on this specific device, so this is the initial, let's say, tutorial that guides you through the individual app features. So at least you see how it looks like the first time you are going to open and use the MyRoute app application. So now we are on the main screen for the navigation. Zooming, what you see here, that it somehow is reluctant to zoom, that's unfortunately, well, it is fortunately not our controller. This is how the app actually works. When you are going to do it with your finger, it's going to look pretty much the same. We are already discussing with the app developer that they might change this behavior. As you see, when I bent the map a little to the side, now it's zooming as one would imagine. But otherwise, of course, the usual functionality as you normally get in all other apps supported by Carpater controllers: map panning, zooming, map centering, and there's more features here for MyRoute app. When you long press on the map centering button on the adventure control that I'm using to showcase this, it's this button here. When you are using another Carpater controller type, just refer to the documentation which specific button on your specific controller works for map centering. And here you can navigate the little quick menu and select it by short pressing the map centering button again. I want to keep this off. I don't want it to start talking to me. And when you want to go back to the map, long press again and you are back in the map. And there's one more feature that I unfortunately can't really show you on the adventure control because it's not supported here. There are not enough buttons for that. When you would be long pressing the zoom in button, you would also be able to skip to another waypoint on the route. Unfortunately, it is not possible with adventure control because that function is occupied by our HUD, and we want to keep it because it gives you some additional functionality that we find useful. If you think otherwise, let us know. We can discuss that with you users, because ultimately it's you who is going to be using it. If there are enough requests, I again closed it because the HUD lets you go back to the home screen. That's what I pressed right now, but we can easily go back. Just select MyRoute again and it comes back. So back to the topic. If there are enough users that really absolutely need to have waypoint skipping on adventure control, let us know and we will try to do something about it. But that's what it is right now. So again, oops, no, I don't want this many. I want to just simply center on the current position, zoom in, and if I want it, I can just set out and go riding. So that's how my route app works with Carpeter controllers.